Hello, all, and welcome again to another episode of Fellowship of Fools Dungeons and Dragons campaign.
Hi,
Hola.
I'm Red.
These are the
And
homies,
Delphine, a true dad dragon born.
Hello everybody, Markiplier here.
and that's Markiplier, the discount version.
The Great
Extra
Value
discount
version.
version.
The Great Value version of Walmart.
Oh my gosh.
So,
Death
last
Bog on Tobias.
Dead Spog and got Melon Lord here.
Orcus, your variant human paladin.
Indeed.
The most paladin-y paladin.
Oh, I could be worse.
I could be worse.
Now, last we left off, our heroes got in a close, nearly team party kill battle with a couple of the Black Chain Warriors. Yeah. After a hard defeat, they were about to be taken into captivity by the Black Chain Warriors, and fortunately, their ally, known as the Boss, came to their aid. And swiftly and without mercy, he ended the lives of both of the Black Chain Warriors. And with that, our heroes swiftly looted the corpses of the fallen foe and were making their way back inside the walls of Omathis. So, that is where we leave off. Oh yeah, before I go any further. Fortunately, Deke will once again not be here for this session, but
Yes.
it's alright. I will be taking over his position for the most part, but we'll just see where everything goes. Alright? Alright. Now, you guys, still, by the way, beaten and bruised, walk your way into the walls of Amathis alongside the boss. So, the boss turns back to you guys. Oh yeah, let me pull up his thing. I should do that more. Good. There we go. Let's pull him up. The boss turns back to you guys and says,
Jump scare.
I know
Oh.
we're playing Five Nights at Freddy's.
Not Five Nights at Freddy's D&D edition.
I want to apologize for the level of violence I displayed before you. This city, it means very much to me, and whenever I see those who'd wish to upset its balance, why it irks me unfathomably.
Understandable.
Don't worry too much about it.
Ah, yes. You all appear to have suffered some grave wounds. Here, allow me. He reaches out his hand for you guys.
I'm gonna touch his hand.
Okay. The moment you touch his hand, you feel instantly your body just revitalized. So he heals you to full.
Oh, hey.
I guess I'll touch his hand too.
Alright. Once again, that same sensation fills your body, and you are healed to full. He looks at.
I slowly reach my hand out. Underhanded.
Yep.
So you hold his hand.
as he grabs your hand. You don't feel anything.
Oh. At all?
Nope. Just feels like he's shaking your hand.
Hmm.
He looks at you. Huh. Well, that's odd.
Odd?
Yes. Usually, my powers tend to work on those I'm allied with.
Am I not considered allied?
Well, of course you are. Strange.
Something be blocking your power, boss.
I'm
No,
not.
it could be also to do with Corcus himself.
I pull off my glove to check my hand,
Okay.
and thus check if there's any cursed shenanigans going on.
As you pull off the glove, you see your hand is completely covered in this dark, black, and thorny moss.
Ooh. I was not keeping track of it.
It's also my fault. I
Hmm.
should have asked you.
The boss looks at it.
Tobias grows concerned and he like lifts his shirt up and checks my own.
Okay. You see Tobias begin to lift up his armor, and looking at his chest, he doesn't see anything. But you guys, looking at his back, you see right where the shoulder blades in between, you see this small little bundle of this black thorny moss.
Wasn't it
It's
on my
on your
chest?
back, love. It's on your back.
Wasn't it originally on my back? On my chest?
It was on your stomach.
Yeah,
Or on
Yeah,
your
what?
hand.
that's where it was last time.
Yeah.
Oh, so it can move.
Either way, where it's found a spot to
Like, not
spread from,
that too.
somewhere internal.
What the fuck? This isn't good.
It's not.
We're running out of time.
I only have 2 spells left. I can use it now, or since we're already in town, we can always
Use it on
go
Kirkus.
back. We're in
Or we
town.
can-
We can probably
Oh
go
yeah, we
back
can talk to Marie.
and get it, so I can still save these. See,
Maybe ask Marie if we can get a hold of some more before we
would
go on
probably
our
have
way.
to go talk to that one magic guy, buddy. Can't think of his
Jazoba.
name right now. Dezoba.
Jazoba.
Jezoba.
Jazoba.
Yeah.
The boss looks
Yes.
at you, concerned. Well, in any case, perhaps you guys should take a moment to rest up. He then turns to Deke and extends his hand. You guys see Deke swat his hand away and storm off.
Are you?
He doesn't respond to anybody, he just walks towards the nearest alleyway.
I think he'll need some time on his own for a little while. That encounter was quite a tough pill to swallow.
You're telling me. I think he broke some ribs. Yeah. In any case,
I'm gonna.
resting for me can wait. I think I need to do some more studying on what we're going to be getting ourselves into.
The boss puts his hand on Kirkis' shoulder. Kirkis,
Yes.
have you come across any samples of this curse that the Brow Witch holds? Other than...
You mean other than my own?
Correct.
I have.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna reach into my satchel and pull out the test tube of small black moss.
Okay. He takes it from you and inspects it. Ah. This curse is powerful indeed.
Has it changed
Ah.
any? Has it, like, shown any growth?
No, it's say the same size. But it's always slowly undulating, and the thorns are slowly pulsing.
Hmm.
Boss,
Surprised it doesn't hurt.
would it be possible to, for me, if you run into any more of it, maybe I could run some tests of my own, maybe make a potion that could maybe have the same effect as the spell?
As the curse? Is that what you're referring to?
No, as the spell that they use to like nullify or regress the effects.
Yeah, that would be remove curse, but we've already tried that on me. It can only halt it. It can't straight up remove it.
Well, I know, but I want the same effects as the like for it to slow or to.
Oh, I see. Well, that is something you might need to talk to Maurice as to gain the knowledge as to how he is able to slow the effects. But I assume Kirkis would know a bit more of as to how he's able to slow the effects naturally. Because I can already tell that Kirkis, based on how long he's had this curse, should have died already. But for some reason, he's still alive.
I believe that's probably the Briar Witch is doing.
Mm,
Perhaps.
it definitely
However,
could, but the only natural means that have slowed the process were cold. With our encounters up in the mountains, we've been surrounded by someone who can manipulate the air around him, a dragon that produces cold air, and at the highest peak, we fought the Thunder Beast, where it should be the coldest. On top of going through numerous caves, so it's probably been sated throughout our journey.
Kind of makes sense. I mean, it's moss and like earthy. It's naturally things get when plants reach
Perhaps
a
maybe I could
colder
produce.
point.
A,
It cools everything down.
You would think with
perhaps I could
the
probably produce a cold potion,
I can give
something
you
that
some
would
of
be
my
spread
ice blade.
around.
that can only
Well, I'm
handle
pretty
so
sure
much.
um, perhaps
It
it
is
has
a
to be
natural
natural
remedy.
in nature.
I wouldn't mind shedding some of this if you wish to look at it yourself.
oh,
I don't know if mine is any different than what I've harvested from other victims.
I wouldn't be the best person to talk to about it, but if Tobias would like to research it on his own time, then we may. But I suggest taking this sample you have right now to maybe Jazoba, and he might know someone who is a bit more knowledgeable on curses.
I agree. But
Now, go to
just
the
for
library.
safekeeping, and I think I do have another ask him. Yeah, I'll do that later.
Very well.
I was wondering if I had any other test tubes.
Now, you could certainly come by, you know, one or two.
Yeah. Oh, I do have one.
Well, you can find one. It
Yeah,
won't be too hard.
I can find one in town.
But
Yeah, Tobias, I wonder if mine is a special case.
I could also
Whether
do
if
that
it's
too.
matured or something else entirely. I think it might be within your best interest to look at it.
I'm sure it is. Because I don't know how long that Olaf was exposed to it, but you certainly should be dead or under her control by now. But I certainly wouldn't hurt trying to produce an easier means to remedy this, or at least slow the effects.
Indeed, for both of our sakes.
Girgis, I want you
Yes?
to promise me something.
What do you...
If this curse consumes me, I want you to put me down. I refuse to be a slave, especially to her. If you can't do it,
I will do
order
it.
Deke to do it.
I will do it.
I
Delphine, you are much
figured
too
I'd be
young.
the one... I figured I'd be the one to ask that first.
I will do it to you guys both.
You're too young to get blood on your hands, kid.
It's killed multiple people before. On our
We're a little
journey
late on
here.
that,
We're a little late on that.
but should it come to...
And my whole village is dead. It could be worse, man.
You weren't the cause of that, Delphine.
I know, but still. It's not like it still doesn't hurt.
Well, then we got a pact.
Well,
If I go first, you'll kill me. If you go before me, then I will kill you.
no.
But hopefully,
I-
it does not come to that.
Hopefully
It
not.
won't come to that. I'll make sure of it. Anything this curse touches, I will unleash on that witch tenfold.
I want a piece
And
of
that
too.
is a promise.
Well, I'm gonna go to the library and see what I can find on
I'm
this
gonna go
curse.
back to the magic shop and see about my stuff.
Yeah,
I think
how
it's been
much
roughly an hour.
time has passed since I don't think
Five.
it's been a full day since I requested the armor.
I believe it's only been a few hours.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah, that
It
fight.
probably
Yeah, that fight probably
only took some of
shouldn't
the
have
day.
taken too long.
So,
Hmm.
where you guys heading? You're heading to the library?
Tobias is headed to the library, Delphine the magic shop, and Kirkus is free to go wherever.
I think it might be within my best interest to follow Tobias to the library on this one.
Alright, sounds good.
I'll,
So,
I'll meet you back at the castle, guys. The church.
alright. The boss turns around and then stops and looks back at you. Thank you, friends, for bearing with me.
Welcome.
I have seen and gone through worse.
I hope that with us bearing each other, that we can come to trust each other more with certain problems.
Of
I
course.
feel like this problem has stretched further than just simply armed mercs or employed adventurers.
Yes. You may be right. Anyway, I'll head back to the church. I believe I'm missing out on some training with some of the other members. So, should you need any of us, we'll be there.
Okie dokie.
Understood.
Farewell. And walks off. So, we'll start with Delphine at the magic shop.
Okay. Let's go.
So,
There you.
walking through the outhouse, you see Jazoba picking at a plate of mashed potatoes on the front desk.
Hello, you enjoying your mashed potatoes?
Oh, Delphine! I feel like it's only been a couple minutes since I saw you last. What can I do you for?
It has?
Well, it certainly feels like it.
Oh. Alright. Cool beans.
So, what do you need, kid?
I'm assuming, could you do something with this, chainmail that I have? Like, make it, like, a protection on it or something like that?
Are
Or,
you referring to the, scale mail that you found?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So, as you hold it out for him, he looks at it. Huh. Well, for a small fee, I can identify this for you and let you know what it does. Because this is certainly magical.
Oh, okay.
So, for this piece in particular, I'll only charge you 300 gold, and I'll tell you what it does.
Alright.
Yes? Alright. We got a deal. This mail, or this scale mail, if I may, does nothing but increase your armor class a little bit more. That'll be 300 gold.
Here's your 300 gold.
Thank
You're
you.
not gonna haggle that?
Thank you very much.
Is that it? Like, are you gonna tell me, like, how much?
Oh yeah, it's just a +1.
A plus one.
Yeah. Just increases your armor a little bit. Nothing too fancy. But it's scale mail, so it's a bit better than I think what you're wearing right now.
Oh, for sure.
But that's up to you whether or not you feel like using it. But is that all you came to see me for?
How far along is the cloak?
Ah, the cloak. Fortunately enough, the enchantment wasn't too hard to do, so I have it for you here. So, he pulls out this nice dark green cloak with the brass accents along the edges. And yeah, you can add a cloak of protection to your inventory. Keep in mind, young lady, it is an item that you need to attune to, which takes roughly an hour. So make
So,
so make sure you attune to it so that way you can get the effects.
very well.
All right. Is there anything else I could help you with?
Do you have any more greater potions and curse removal spells? Or scrolls, should
Oh,
say.
I believe I do. Let me check the back.
Thank you.
As I check his stock real quick. Where is his... There we go. Alright. Ah, yes, I have 2 more remove curse spell scrolls, as well as I have 3 more greater healing potions.
How much is one of the remove
Uh,
a curse?
for you, Delphine, and only for you, I'll charge you 300 for the one.
For the what?
Yeah, 300 gold. These things ain't
At
easy to
gold.
make.
Come on, I already spent a lot of money on you here. I'm trying to save my friends from this issue.
Okay.
Can we like make a bargain with like, can you
You could
bargain
ask
with
to
me?
open up a tab.
This ain't no bar.
We don't do tabs here, sir.
Yeah, go away. You're not even here. Uh,
You can ask to open a tab.
there's no tabs. It's not a bar. Besides, how about this? How about this? Could I get the 2 scrolls? And you said you had how much for the greater healing potions? Just the one.
Those are roughly the same price. 250.
Jeez. Okay.
This is
So,
at a friend's discount, by the way, young lady.
How much
DM.
gold you got?
I
Duffy?
have over 6,000. You know what? How about this? It's roughly a platinum, right? For the whole thing?
1 platinum is 10 gold. So
I
it's a
thought
bit...
platinum was more than gold.
Yeah,
Like
it's
a little bit more than that. Jesus.
I think
Okay.
1 gold is like 100.
Nope. It's 10.
That's
Oh
what I
no.
thought.
It's
One platinum was 10 gold, right?
Yep.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I just checked it. Yeah. It's,
Okay. How about a trade instead?
Oh?
A trade.
What are you looking to
So,
trade?
I have these silver braces. And I'll throw in like a
Young lady, you're gonna... Do you know what those braces do?
no.
Well,
Do you know?
if you give me a moment, I could. They appear to be pretty magical, just by my eye.
pretty magical.
Oh, really?
Yes. But if you want to sell them, I'll gladly take them off your hands. And I'll throw in all 3 potions for them. Along with 2 of the scrolls.
I would find out what those braces do
Yes,
first.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Shush. I got this. Okay? I got brains. I only got 2 of those brain cells, but I got this. So, what do these number braces do?
That'll be 300
Just
gold
out of
for an identify spell.
Why are you so expensive?
I gotta make money for all this magic shit behind me.
Can I
I could have told you that.
wonder if
Man
I
needs
can
to
do
make
anything.
money. I mean, to be honest, Tobias was very expensive with this shit.
I would.
So.
Yeah.
What'll it be, young Delphine?
Sure, I'll give you another 300 for this. Okay?
Alright.
300.
Hand them over and hand it over.
Fair enough.
Alright. So he takes the braces from you and he places them on the counter and does the similar spell to identify the braces. Ah, that's exactly what I thought. These right here, he clinks them together, clink clink. These are known as braces of defense.
What? That's cool.
They are very useful to someone who doesn't wear any armor. What they do is increase your defenses by a good amount. However, if you're wearing any armor or have a shield equipped, they will not work.
So, whatever I already have on, it's still okay, right?
That appears to be hide armor to me, young lady, and I'm afraid the magic will not work with it.
Oh.
But
Alright.
these braces are very useful to those who fight with their fist and bare chest, as it were.
Oh. What's this? Well, he has armor too, though.
Yeah, Dika's armor.
Does he?
So,
Yep.
yeah, I'm assuming so. So, they still wouldn't. Well, does he still wear it when he's in his hybrid form?
He does.
Okay, so it's like he got like
So none of
plastic
us
on him.
would benefit from having it.
Yeah.
Because I also wear armor.
Yeah, we all wear armor. I'm just gonna do it.
I wear leather. I wear leather armor.
Alright, you can have these.
And I'll.
Only on one condition.
Alright.
Can I have everything that you offer? And I just want to touch your fur.
You want everything? And to get a handful of old Chizoba?
Just one little, like, just grace my hand across yours for like a little bit.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Alright.
Oh boy.
I
here we go.
won't mess with anything, I promise. Persuasion. Where is this button? There it is. Dice
The
don't
button.
fail me now. Fuck yeah, I get to do it!
Nat 20, alright.
Wow.
I get to fucking do it!
You see,
My family. I just need a little bit of, like, comfort, you know? And you look like my old stuffed animal that I used to have at home. It's currently now destroyed, possibly.
alright, I get it. You're going through some shit. Fine, I'll give you 3 of the spell scrolls and 2 of the potions. Plus, I'll give you a hug. How about that?
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Alright, let's get the ladder out of the way first. Bring it in.
Oh, yes. Oh, you're so soft. Okay. Alright.
Which indeed, as you wrap your arms around him, he is quite soft and he has a nice, pleasant smell to him that's similar to that of, morning dew.
I was gonna say lavender. He looked like he would smell like lavender. Would you see too?
So,
A handful of Zoba.
all right. There. Now,
I
take your
appreciate
scrolls, take your potions.
Alright. Thank you so much. I appreciate the hug so much.
Of course, Delphine. Is there anything else I can help you with?
I might be back later then. But I'm gonna go
Alright.
find my friends.
We'll put a pin in this conversation, and I guess I'll see you later then.
Okie dokie.
Alright.
Toodles.
Bye-bye. He returns
I was
to
gonna say,
eating
smells
his
like those
mashed potatoes.
potatoes.
Yep.
I continue with his mashed potatoes. Alright, so I gained, you said 3?
3 remove curse spell scrolls. I believe you already have some in your inventory?
I have 2, and I wanted to have extra.
Yeah, so you can add 3 more. And then, potions of greater healing, you can search that item up.
Yeah,
okay.
I thought I had one, but I guess I gave it to somebody. Oh no, I have it. I just will add numbers to it.
Yep.
I still have my 1.
There you are. So, with that, we'll move on to the duo. Back to the
Library gang.
sheets.
And I gained 3 scrolls, correct?
Yep,
Oh, no.
3 extra.
3 extra. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
She's not
2
here.
potions and then 3 of those. Okay.
I was about to say, oh, hey. the
Leftover
girl-
assets.
Got to clear that. Alright, so, with that, we move on to Kirkus and Tobias. You guys are making your way towards the library. So, as you are walking down the street, you see a familiar figure sitting by a food stand, minding their business.
Whom?
You see
Might this individual be?
little
Oh.
cobalt fella named Snom.
Rabalicious. I forgot what he looked like. He doesn't look like Snob. I thought Snob was green.
No, he's
Well, he was
following
very
the dude.
Small. I mean, his picture was very small
Oh.
You see him sitting
in his token.
behind the food stand, looking up at the seller with an angry expression.
Seller, huh? Well, long time no see.
Sup? I'm just big chillin' over here, minding my own business.
Big chiller.
Just relaxing.
Yep, just relaxing.
You seem to have your eyes fixed on something.
Nope, just minding my own business here.
You sure? You seemed rather, focused.
Upset.
Yeah, no. I'm completely fine. Just hanging out in this lovely city where they sell things at fair prices.
Alright, Spell.
This motherfucker is charging me 5 gold for a single loaf of bread.
But... Oh.
Yeah,
Um, Have you not received any pay for your work yet?
That's not the point. It's about the principle. No loaf of bread is worth 5 fucking gold.
I mean, that better be a really good loaf of bread.
Not even my own mother's loaf of bread is worth 5 fucking gold.
Is your mother a baker?
No. She's dead.
Oh. Oh dear.
Anyway,
Well,
whatever. I'm done with this guy.
let
What are
me-
you guys up to?
Headed to the library.
trying to figure out if we can get any other potential leads on how to handle this. He rolls down his sleeve slightly, not trying to show him like the full horror.
Ah, alright. Well, mind if I join you then? I got nothing else to
Well-
do.
Well, if you're still hungry, I might as well pick that up for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the least we could do.
My man. Alright.
I mean,
So what do
you
you
did help us out a lot, and you nearly died.
Fair enough, fair
So-
enough.
There's a little bakery we're heading into.
Yep. He's just sitting in the back of the entrance.
Alrighty.
That's not the principle.
Says, yeah, I can understand it. Guess trying times.
Alright, so do you guys enter the bakery?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll wait
It's
out. I'll
not-
wait outside.
Alrighty.
As you
I'm like
enter,
kind of like looking out. Like there's people watching.
alright, as you and Snom enter, you see a large gray-skinned figure.
Oh.
He looks like he eats a lot of carbs.
You see him just sitting there with an apron. Just an apron that's way too small for him, which only goes up to about his pecs.
Awesome.
With a-
Winkla.
Sitting there with a smile. Hello. Welcome. How can I help you?
Yeah, just perusing the wares and hopefully here to grab a loaf of bread or two.
Ah, you've come to the right place, friend. I sell best bread in town. What can I do you for?
Best bread, you say? Then we'll take two.
Two? Perfect, perfect. Is that one for your little friend back there? You see Snom look at him with a very pointed glare. Don't you fuck with me, Gadigan. The boss wouldn't appreciate this robbery you're doing against me.
Now. Let's not get too rowdy.
It's okay. Even though we're all a part of the Amber Crow, we have to be treated equally.
And I can
I'm gonna tell them
understand.
on you.
Oh, jeez. Even with other merchants such as Jazova, people have to make a living out here. And with recent crises afoot, I can understand at least why you made the choice you made.
I'd be desperate. Ever.
But worry not, I come as a paying customer.
Very well. That'll be 20 gold.
For 2 loaves?
Yes.
No. Okay. Alrighty.
Water.
These better be large loaves. And I, hand over the 20 gold.
Alright. As he takes it, you see a smirk begin to crawl across his face. Very good. Give me one moment, friend. And he walks into the back. About a minute goes by. 2 minutes go by.
He robbed you!
Unbelievable.
5 minutes go by. He's not returned.
And the calm, content grin. It seems to fade off my face.
Snom looks up at you. Well, I should probably head back to the church. I'll see you guys later. He walks away.
Now, Snob.
He stops at the front door.
Am I really being hustled by the Emperor Crow right now?
What do you mean, friend? Why the hell would we mess with you like that?
He's not coming back, is he?
You see him slam his staff on the ground, and arcane energy surrounds him as he casts teleport on himself,
No.
and he disappears.
Trying times. I'm just gonna look behind the counter. It's even a proper face. At this point.
You look behind the counter, and this place appears to be barren. There's no sign. There's no there's no food. There's no anything in this building.
Unbelievable.
I'm surprised you didn't make a perception check.
I'd like to believe that people are better, even amongst our own ranks. It's okay.
The lawful good paladin gets hustled. You put too much faith.
Some of you may get hustled, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make.
At least they only out 20 gold.
And I instantly barge through the door, barge back outside.
Okay. Tobias, you see Kirkus
I
barge
go-
out.
I kind of like look him up and down, like see that he has no bread. What happened in there?
Oh, they have just made a worthy investment for later.
All right, we're snobs. Thought he was gonna come with us.
Oh, he won't be joining us.
Oh.
For you see, he has dutifully purchased a buy one get one free package of both of my hands. What I find even stranger is the fact that the Ember Crow would even do this. I guess each has their own agenda.
That was
Yes,
great,
boss!
Gabe. That was great. That was a great line. Buy one, get one free on both my hands.
So to say, I knocked you dead with that one.
Alright, so you guys
then-
gonna make your way towards the library?
Yep. Yep.
Alright.
We're gonna make our way.
As you guys get there, Tobias, you see a familiar figure standing at the front counter. She was there before.
Nom in a wig.
You see Lazuli. Hello. Welcome to the book place.
Leslie.
Sees you too.
How can I help you today?
I believe you may be working in the wrong place.
Huh? What mean? I do good work, make good money.
Yes, but I believe you're employed at the tavern.
Or this side hustle.
Hustle.
Side,
Cock my eyebrow.
Yeah, need me show you books? That'd be 5 gold.
No, I
Oh.
believe I can find them myself.
Okay.
Pieces work perfectly.
I kind of like. What was she gonna say?
She looks behind you guys and says, What about you, lady? You need help too? And you see a familiar feline lady standing behind you guys, just smiling. No, I think I'll be alright, sweetheart. Just looking to peruse is all.
Well, fancy seeing you here.
Sorry, have we met before?
No,
Maybe
but
not proper. Maybe perhaps not proper. But we may have heard of you.
Is that right? And where did you hear of me from?
Two black chains. Ring any bells?
She cocks her eyebrow. Yeah, right there, buddy. Not on anything, are ya?
Honestly, though I do not typically indulge, I kind of wish I was. After the day we've had.
Well,
indeed.
Well, not to get ourselves on the wrong foot, I do want to at least introduce myself. I am Corcus. We're affiliated with the Ember Crow. And this lovely morning, we recently had ours handed to us by a couple of vagabonds looking for someone that matches your arms.
is that right? Well, I can't say I've ever heard of any black chain whatevers, but I'll be sure to keep my eye out for anyone looking for me.
Yeah, that you do that.
Make a intelligence check, Tobias and Kirkus.
Intelligence check. Okay, here we go.
Intelligence? Hopefully oh, good.
That's a saving throw. No bueno.
Oh wait, I have to just go to my regular abilities.
Yep.
19 plus my 5.
There you go. So,
Hey,
remembering back to what they were talking about, they mentioned a tiger-like female, not a black.
I already knew that.
Yeah.
Knew that.
So, and I'll say, with a 12, you even remember that, Kirkus. So,
yeah.
she looks at you.
Perhaps I have gotten the wrong person then. My mistake.
No worries, friend. Kirkus, was it?
Yes.
Tell me. You ever get the urge to, find out what the finer side of this city has to offer?
I'm not here for leisure, just business, unfortunately.
Ah, I see. Well, whenever you feel like having fun, feel free to reach out for me. Neath, by the way.
Neat?
Neath.
Neat.
I will write that down. I'll even put that.
Anyway, I was given some coin to fetch this lady over here, so if you fellas don't mind, I need to have a word with her.
By all means.
Very well, she walks past you guys. Excuse me, young lady. Would your name happen to be Leslie by any chance? Yeah, that me. Perfect. Your sister would like you to know that you're in very big trouble if you don't come back to the tavern this instant.
No, Leslie. Uh-oh.
You see Leslie's eyebrows raise up and her complexion just fades. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You see it just break through the front desk and run straight out the door. Well, I believe my job here is done. Easiest coin I've ever made in this city. Ah, well, I'll be on my way then. Kirkus? Tobias?
Neath.
Farewell.
Actually, Neath,
Yes?
could we talk outside for a moment? Or maybe somewhere a little more in private?
Is this business or pleasure?
Okay.
Strictly business.
Oh, that's a shame.
Business.
Tobias kind of chuckles.
Alright, well,
I knew it. He's a furry. He likes furries.
whenever you're ready, I'll be around the corner.
Alright.
She steps outside.
Begin,
What to ask her?
I'm gonna take her up on the offer. I believe the Club of V could prove useful.
You think she's with them?
I know she is. She's the one that approached me before. Remember when I told you?
Oh.
I can use their resources to gain more information about the Amber Crow. Or maybe some other things as well.
Well,
I know you may not agree, but
we're already on a time limit.
Not really.
well,
I figured we'd get prepared as soon as possible for us to ship out. We don't know what the witch could be doing in the time that we spend dawdling. I figure we get as much information as we can and then be on our way towards the village.
well, I believe they can help with our information gathering.
Alright. If there's anything insightful to be given by this Club V, then please, by all means, share it with us. But if they show signs of nothing to be gained and we just get ourselves into more drama, and potentially give ourselves a much higher notoriety in the city, then I suggest we make preparations to leave post haste.
Agreed.
Great.
Alright.
Godspeed.
So I walk out.
I'll research what I can.
Alright.
Alright, so we'll start with Kirkus. What were you looking to research?
Okay. I think what Tobias searched up last time was trying to find any traces on the witch, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I was looking into the witch's backstory, maybe a name, maybe some information about like some traces of the start of the plague.
Okay.
Or-
So just trying to find information about her.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull because I'm not 100% sure that a common library would hold absolutely every answer that I would need about solving this black moss pandemic. However, I would think that they would have a book on botany. Perhaps looking up botanical knowledge could lead to potential ways to helping Tobias come up with remedies to stave the curse.
Sure. So I'll say, just make an
Probably intelligence.
investigation check.
Okay. Scraw. Hey!
Oh. All right. So
Damn, that's
Rise the Dewey Decimal System.
with that, you find a book that specifically deals in moss and different types of moss that grow around the area of Atlantis. So,
Okay.
reading through it, you're able to learn a bit about different types of mosses that go around here. But the book itself doesn't speak specifically on the black moss that you have or that has been labeled a curse, but it does give you some information on how moss is cultivated and like some remedies to get rid of it. So
Okay.
it's pretty much like basic knowledge that you can use that may be applicable in your current situation, but it would take, a astute mind and one who's proficient in, you know, realms of curse knowledge to be able to understand how to use this completely.
On
Perhaps.
that same roll, could I perhaps look into a book on medicinal herb? Or would I need to roll again?
Yeah, you can use that roll. So, I'll say for that, for the sake of brevity, you can find another similar book that does that has the same base information that the Moss information, the Moss book would have in tow. So, it's a basic like medical kit book that you can use for, that you might be able to apply to this situation.
Okay. I'm gonna hold on to. Well, is there a clerk here, or did Leslie just destroy the desk and there's no one here?
Aside from Leslie at the front, you see a couple other people around, but you don't see any like clerks around. You can ask around for someone who works there, but
Yeah, I'm gonna ask around and see if
Okay.
there's anyone who works. And I'm gonna hold on to the. Well, if I can see it as only general knowledge after flipping through it, probably wouldn't be worth holding on to. Um. I don't know if there's anything more advanced.
based on your role and just your personal knowledge, finding anything else that would be more advanced would be not as beneficial as if someone who were an expert in the realm of
Yeah,
knowledge would
I
be.
figured as
So.
much.
Me.
If there was anything that we're looking for in this library, it would more than likely be a book that I probably couldn't read in the time allotted. I was thinking about possibly checking it out, or taking out both the books that I recently just read through, and then maybe talking to Tobias and see if we can come up with something. But nah, I think it would just be better to find somebody.
Yeah,
who
my
knows
talk is
more.
only gonna be like not even a couple minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll be right back in so I can also look into it.
So you make your way out.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. We'll move back to Tobias. So, rounding the corner of this library, you see Neath leaning up against the wall in the alleyway, just waiting.
So
Alright.
is your offer still up for grab?
You're looking to gain membership into the Club V?
Remind me again what your what benefits
Oh,
I
well.
get from becoming a member?
Gaining membership allows you access into the club itself, not to mention any of the connections that we have, and if you play your cards right, some of the resources. Could be guns, drugs, this, that, and the third. You feel me, right?
Indeed, I do.
Wish you were actually feeling me that way. You know.
Plus, our boss is quite fair, and let's just say she's you don't want to be on her bad side, so joining membership by itself keeps you on her good side, unless you mess it up somehow.
So how did word about me get around? I'm not very...
You know.
I don't get around as much. I've stayed in the same place for many years, so I wonder how.
Our network stretches far bigger than that of just these walls.
Interesting. That I happen to treat one of your members in the past?
You could say that.
So many faces that come into my shop, I've lost count.
Well,
Among other things.
so what do you think? You looking to join then?
So, how would I join? I'm guessing it's just not me saying, hey, I'm gonna join.
You'd be right.
I'm sure there's...
As a matter of fact, we only hold interviews once every month for memberships. So, unfortunately, the next interview won't be for roughly about a week. But just letting me know now that you're willing, I'll be able to put in a good word for you. Plus,
Unfortunately, I'm gonna be leaving here soon.
oh, that's a shame. You're gonna be gone for more than a week?
I'm not too sure how long I'm gonna be gone.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna be going to this dryad village.
It's Drew Dad.
Heading
Drudad village.
and not the Jew Dad, are you?
I am not a Drudad, but one of my party members is.
Yeah, I
We
see.
have been tasked to take care of this witch. I'm sure you've heard of her, the Briarwood Witch, or
For which you got it.
yeah.
Of course. But so that means you're the adventuring party that the queen herself tasked with this.
Indeed.
Notoriety.
Huh,
Ooh, careful, careful.
that's good to know. Well,
Didn't tell me not to say so much.
you know, if you're heading to Jew Dad, there is a small favor I could have you do to up your chances in joining the club.
And that would be.
You see, our boss caught word of a certain chief that runs that town there. He apparently has something that she wants. And if you're heading that way, then maybe you can snag it for us.
What is this thing that I need to snag?
Well, apparently, from what I've been told, he holds a symbol of a white dragon that my boss is keen on getting his hands on. Sorry, her hands on.
Well, from what I've been told, this chief has gone off the grid for a while. Not even the queen knows where he is at the moment.
Ah, well, that's a shame. Well,
Indeed.
if you head in that direction and you happen to come across this chief, feel like earning some brownie points with us, then maybe try to find out where this symbol is.
I'm sure I could snoop around the town. I hear it's a ghost town now. I'm sure I could snoop around without anyone batting an eye.
That just means it should be easier.
Indeed.
Anyway, if that's all you had to talk about, then suppose I'll have to see you around then, Tobias.
Been a pleasure, Nee.
Of
Hope to
course.
see you around.
Oh, you will. Most certainly will. She walks out of the alleyway with stride of confidence. So, with that, you return to the front of the library and meet up with Kirkus.
Hey, not much luck.
That's alright.
Yeah, wasn't expecting anything too ancient in there, but for all that it's worth, perhaps we can look into somebody a bit more knowledgeable on medicinal herbs. Or perhaps find a tome, perhaps? Something that can click with your artificer creativity. Heck,
You see, you
with
kind of
this knowledge, we could possibly create a remedy to cure all the infantile stages of this curse.
Perhaps. Something smells fishy. She knew about us. At least a group. That the queen herself has issued to kill the witch.
Word travels fast. I can only presume, since we were the only ones in that room, were us and her court. So unless if Calder was blabbing his mouth to all the other Gold Watch, I would only presume that somebody within the Queen's court has been spreading at least our names around.
I don't know how I feel about all these underground people knowing about us. This means that there's gonna be a lot more people trying to challenge us.
Well,
A lot more blood is unfortunately gonna be spilled.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't come into the city quiet, and we sure as hell didn't leave it any quieter than we came in.
Yeah. But I think
span of an afternoon alone, not only were we mopped by a couple of goons in a tavern, but we managed to get both of them killed.
indeed.
And they weren't even by our own hand.
Well, it certainly looks that way for them.
I'm beginning to... Forgive me for sounding cynical, but I'm beginning to believe that we aren't really the good guys. I can't really explain why, but other than the notoriety that we gained from being here alone, I don't wholeheartedly feel that.
I mean, we're definitely helping a underground criminal syndicate.
And
Because I definitely do
sounds
not
more
believe. I definitely don't believe that the Amber Crow is all as good as they intend to be. I do believe that the words of, I guess, Neath, that they are zealots, has some weight to it.
zealots.
Indeed, that's how she described the Amber Crow, and I believe that the witch has also said that as well.
You think there's religion behind it?
I do. Though what God they believe in is beyond me. There's so many now that trying to pinpoint them on one would take the rest of my human years.
I find
And
it
I don't.
rather interesting. Despite being in the most prosperous city, they decide to hold themselves in an abandoned church, but yet also serve as the Queen's blackguard, taking care of all the dirty stuff. I'm starting to question how much of that is actually true at this point. And going off
Well,
of what you said with both the witch and Neve saying that they are nothing but zealots, but then again, that could easily be seen as those serving the Queen, because we've been told several times that she is also seen as a godly figure.
well, if her figure hasn't gone unnoticed, she does have an angelic look to her. I don't know if that's how this all royalty looks, or
Could
what.
be right. That is the first queen that I have ever seen. However,
But don't forget that Neith also told me that one of the queen's people has, or think, I think I wrote it down actually. Hold on, give me a sec. Yeah, rumor has it that the boss of the Amber Crow has his hand in the queen's chamber. Whether that be literal, or he just works very closely to the queen, I'm beginning to believe it's the latter, that the boss is in the queen's chambers. And
now
I
this is gonna
believe,
sound outlandish. You couldn't actually believe that the queen was. Nah, that's too far fetched. If honestly, if that were the case, that the boss was actually the queen herself,
no.
first of all, it would explain why they weren't in the same room at the same time when we were clearly being debriefed on the importance of our situation. But if they truly were the same person, they wouldn't send us in two completely different directions.
I believe that the boss may be Zalus, the guy that gave us the mission.
Think so?
I do. They have the same body type.
Because I could see how that could be easy to believe.
And also, I do believe that the boss is human.
See? You saw how the black chain were handled. We saw a man lose his head, grow it back, only to have it scrunched up like a raisin.
Maybe the boss maybe has some otherworldly powers, or delves into black magics.
Well, experimenting with extremely powerful arcane isn't too far-fetched. After all, look at what happened to Deke after we fought the Thunder Lord.
Yes.
And even his own strength is something to be feared. Just him going berserk like that, and now having the soul of a thunder god in him.
Don't
I
forget
worry
about
about
that bead. You know, the thing that started this whole entire thing.
I almost forgot. In fact, I almost wanted to forget. The thing that started all of this. The dream, the axe, the entire hunt we ran into. At this point, I can't even tell if it was allegorical or what we're about to face is something beyond our comprehension.
Yes. That is what I would like to forget. Is what I've gotten myself into in all this.
Well, we cannot change the past. Only move forward. Forward
Makes me
leads us-
really think, though, what I've been doing with my life.
This journey has definitely made me question what I have done. But that's why we look ahead. And ahead leads to the Drudag village. But I wouldn't want to go without Delphine or Dee.
Indeed.
Oh, and before I forget, did you find anything about this Club V that would be of use?
Well, other than the fact that I can't actually join until for a week, but unfortunately, that would unfortunately take a week, and we are planning to be gone by at least tomorrow. So,
It'd be within our best interest, yes. I mean, if we need to spare only one more day, I feel like that's as much as we can take. But if we were to learn anything more, it would have to be within the next 48 hours, I'd say.
yes.
Even if we don't get hired. And honestly, that shouldn't be any skin off our backs. We have plenty to worry about in the road ahead.
Though she was a bit weird, I would say,
Weird how?
about it.
How
Just the
so?
fact that she knew a lot prior to me telling her. Like, I never told her anything else. But I guess that's just a part of the fact about being in a underground crime syndicate. You get told a lot by a lot of people.
And I suppose it's high time we share this with Delphine as well. And carefully think about who we talk to next before we move forward. Better to keep our heads a little lower than they are right now.
Indeed. Alright, let's see if I can find anything about this.
So you're looking into the library now?
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking into the library.
Alright. I guess I'll try. Nah, I'll stay. We'll reconvene soon enough.
Alright.
I think Delphine's already on her way too, so we'll walk back together.
Yeah. I guess I'll just chill there, wait with Tobias until things are ready.
Alright. So, what are you looking to research then? Or are you looking to leave?
I'll look into like particular like herbs and mosses as well. See if I can't find anything more advanced.
Okay, I'll say roll an investigation.
Investigation.
Let's see
Oops,
them
that's
fat
inventory.
ones. You got this.
Alright,
19
28.
plus 9.
Let's freaking go.
Okay, so with
Super
your
Macho Man.
inquisitive and direct eye, you search through a few books that you quickly realize won't aid you in this situation, and you begin to think outside the box. Black moss, while isn't exactly uncommon, for it to have the effects that it does, would require something more. So, you begin to think back on Kirkus's arm and how it was able to grow instantly and surround his entire hand. And you realize maybe it's not moss. Maybe it's something else. You pick up a book on creatures called slime.
Slime?
Yes. Reading this book, the way these creatures operate very much matches how the moss itself moves. So, reading through this book, you find this one section about this stuff called black slime. This black slime, the effects that it has on the body are almost mirrored to how it operates on your skin, except this black slime is gelatinous and does not have any thorns. So, I'll say that's what you get with a 19.
Well, my total is 28.
I know, a natural 19 is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
I believe that this moss, it's not moss. It's maybe a very rare subspecies of slime, or at least black slime.
Black slime?
Yes. It's possible that maybe the witch, altered them. You said the effects is the same?
The way it can spread around the body is very much similar to how black slime operates.
There's a lot of similarities to how it moves and spreads. But
So
can't find anything more.
perhaps if we learn more about black slime, we could find a close parallel between the two.
Could I use my same roll to look into black slimes?
That's what you got. That is what you
Oh.
got for the black slime. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we found it.
so with that, you've reached the peak of, knowledge that you can gain from that subject with that natural 19.
Well, perhaps if we either find something more knowledgeable or find a black slime, perhaps we could research it, albeit the latter would be much more dangerous. Does I was going to ask, does it react to cold in the same vein? But I would presume not, considering that they are made of completely different organic matter. One being gelatinous and all.
Wish I could find a little more, but It's
we'll work with what we
possible
got.
it's possible we could run into one and I could study it.
Alrighty. Well, until then, I guess we'll just have to pay attention to ourselves closely and keep those scrolls close on hand. At least
Indeed.
one for each of us, should Delphine's search prove successful.
I would hope so. Alright, I think it's about time we go.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, the Club V was a bust, but we got some information, and that's what matters.
And I feel like we'll have something waiting for us when we come back.
Indeed.
Alright, so we'll say you guys meet up with Delphine, and you guys can choose to go anywhere else.
What's the day looking like right now?
It's getting pretty late. Sun's starting to set.
Starting to set, huh? Well, reconvening with Delphine. Alright, Delphine, do you find
I'm at the
anything?
church.
Oh, you went to the church? Okay, so I'll say
I
you
said
guys.
I'll meet you guys back at the church, is what I said before I left.
Okay,
Oh, I thought you said you're gonna
Yeah.
meet up with us.
No, I said meet you guys back at the church, because I'm assuming that's where we're
Okay.
gonna stay.
right. Okay, so you guys can. I assume you guys make your way back to the church then.
Yep.
So move on to that.
The church.
As soon as you guys enter the church, you see Delphine standing there, but you also see a couple figures. You see, if I can find them.
You can do this.
What the hell? Oh, there he is. You see Calder.
Okay, we're searching through the Lego bin.
You see Zalus.
Oh,
You see a orange-skinned female you have not met. And you see... Where is she? There we go. And you see a familiar tiger female.
Oh.
didn't get it wrong.
Alright.
Is anyone else seeing the, Oh, that's why. Because my internet is taking a shit for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, occasionally you might have to take a crap every once in a while, so I don't blame it.
Do you guys see the 4 figures?
Yes,
I do not, unfortunately.
Might want to refresh then.
Yeah, I'm refreshing, but I think it's my internet. Yeah, it's my internet.
Oh, gotcha. Alright.
Come on, internet.
So, and you also see Delphine standing in the group.
I swear, guys, I didn't do anything wrong this time.
Delphine, we'll say as you entered, you see these guys standing in the group, waiting around patiently, as Calder notices you walk in and approaches. Ah, Delphine, was it? Glad to see you're alright.
Mentally I'm not, but I'm hanging in there.
Ah, that's right. I want you to know that the heart of Amathis is with your people, and we will ensure that our aid goes strictly towards your people once this endeavor is over.
Any of them survive?
Have faith, little one. I'm sure in the end everything will turn out alright.
I'll leave you. I hope so. I hope for the best.
At this point, you see Zalus turn around and approach. Delphine. The boss informed me of what transpired outside of the walls of the city. I'm glad to see that, you are mostly unharmed.
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, tried my best to help everyone. I'm just still a little weak and squishy.
Of course. That is quite alright, little one. These things happen. As long as you tried your best to aid your allies, that is all that matters. So,
So,
right now we're just waiting on two other individuals to finish their sparring match, and then we can get started. But, I assumed you'd like the rest of your friends here as well, for this meeting we're about to have.
Is this concerning our departure? I would presume.
Yes. But, like I said, we'll wait for the individuals to finish.
Understandable.
So, at this point, what feels like 30 minutes passes before two individuals come out of the back room, looking bruised and beaten. One, you see, appears to be a humanoid figure with no real skin but metal across their entire body. The other, a familiar little halfling, pale-skinned man with a hood. And as they come out, they appear to be glaring at each other. The halfling speaks up. Sorry for the wait. Our workout is complete. What did you call us here for, Zalus? Ah, yes. I hope you two had fun. Because we have a very important mission for the two of you. We need one of you to assist the Fellowship of Fools in their endeavor, while the other go on a covert operation to investigate another matter. We decided to wait for the Fellowship of Fools' input onto who they would like to join them.
what's your stats? Hi, I'm Delphine.
The
I'm
You are.
the mainest support group. Main-ish support group.
the
You are
halfling
asking us
figure
for
approaches and sticks out his hand to shake.
I'm gonna gradually shake his hand.
His skin is very smooth, a lot smoother than you'd think, and his appearance, while it may be a little intimidating, he appears to have a gentle nature. But the other figure does not approach, does not stare at any of you, but simply crosses his arms and waits in a corner of the room.
How are you, kind sir?
You see the halfling figure step up. Oh, I'm Jareth, by the way.
Jareth?
Yes.
That's a really cool name.
Thank you.
You're
Well,
welcome.
both of our skills are a bit more in fighting more than anything else. So, should either of us join you, you'd gain a great benefit in any battles that may transpire, which, based on what the boss told me, it sounds like you're in for quite a battle.
Yes, my homeland is in a lot of danger. And I don't know how bad it is.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I. Yeah. Sorry, it's a little embarrassing. I am, I am one who is afflicted with lycanography. So,
He's a blood hunter.
bringing.
Oh, so what do you turn into?
I turn
You said
into.
lycanopathy.
Well,
I'm
I.
an ignorant child. I don't know the same. I'm kind of like, I don't know if there's like is there a difference?
There is, in fact,
What's
I
that?
believe a member of your party. He is afflicted with this condition as well,
Yeah, he
and
turns into a big fluffy boy.
that's correct. Whenever I choose to, I can transform into a dark wolf.
Oh, you might be. I could tell because you seem like you do really good in hygiene because your skin's so soft.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, you're socially awkward, aren't you?
Um, oh, I'm just
I
curious.
feel it.
Naturally, just
People,
curious.
you don't typically say someone is soft when you're talking to them.
Speaking of stuff, so guess what, guys? I got a hug from the magic guy. Jabbar, Jaspar, Jizbar, Jizoba.
Zoba.
Yes, I was like Jaspar, just something. I was getting there. I'm getting close. Why can I not remember his name? But anyways, I got a hug from him, and I got like some greater healing potions, 2 of them, and some more scrolls. So I have 5 total.
That's good.
Glad
So
to know we're well
But
equipped.
why is it important that you got a hug from the rabbit?
you know, none of y'all wanted to give me any type of affection, knowing that the fact that my family is somewhat endangered. Maybe of all of them that died. I don't know. So I'm a little shaken. Y'all
Very
gave me
important
one,
to be
and
proud
so I needed some more love and affection. And y'all weren't there at the time, so I'm just like, yeah, just gonna, you know, just gonna be over here in the corner, just proud to be back.
Start
I
breaking
turn
down
towards the
crying
crowd.
randomly.
Know that our team name is not to be taken lightly. With that knowledge, who is willing?
I would like to know more about the dark brooding fellow in the corner.
Oh, Jareth speaks up. Sorry, that is our boss's right-hand man. He's he's
Oh.
gone by a couple names, but the one the boss calls him now is Echo.
Echo.
Yes.
Interesting.
Apparently, some years ago, the boss came across a goblin, crotchety old man, is how he described it, whose job it was to create these beings for war. And, apparently, Echo was decommissioned for not being loyal. The boss took it under his wisdom to attempt to rein in Echo's more darker functions and try to make him a more noble and upstanding member of society. And over the years, Echo has grown quite a lot, and he's now a full-fledged member of the Amber Crow. And unfortunately, he's probably the second strongest of the Amber Crow, so there's that to go for.
I see.
Interesting.
Next to, of course, I'm excluding the boss and the mistress, of course.
Yeah, that is true. Well, how about you
Ah,
Yes.
the orange-skinned female steps up. Ah, yes. Well, I'm here to, on Zalus's request, to give you a bit more information on the whereabouts of the Briar Witch. You see, I am what is known as a seer, which means I can peer in on things I'm probably not supposed to.
Not supposed to? Or merely within your talent?
It's either or. My profession has a mixed company in some discussions.
I'm guessing you've been watching us pretty closely, along with the witch.
That is what the Queen has tasked me to do, yes. Anyway, whenever you've made your decision on your party, I shall impart the information of the Briar Witch's current location to you.
I like Jared. He seems really sweet and nice. Just let you guys know.
See, Jareth begins to blush and then he turns away quickly.
Well, that leaves us with one more that we haven't addressed.
Yes, this Echo fellow. He has.
Well, we already addressed Echo.
Oh,
Yes, but
Jareth speaks up. Oh, that's another thing. Echo cannot speak. He's,
That explains a
Oh.
lot.
But, if you would choose him over me, I do not blame you. He is quite useful. He's also pretty good at being quiet, good at espionage, and taking out foes before they even know it.
I'll let the rest up to you guys.
Well, I can only presume that the Queen had instructed all of you with the willingness and potential capability with staying with us, regardless of your duties here in the city. Is that correct?
well,
Of course. The boss told us to do something, so that's what we're gonna do.
Well. Alright,
I
out of
wouldn't
character,
mind
I'm
either
kinda
or.
at a loss. Out of character, I am kind of at a loss here.
Okay.
yeah. I'm assuming Echo is a rogue fighter hybrid, because there is a fighter subclass called Echo, which basically you can copy paste yourself and have a second you fighting alongside you.
I think it's Echo in mostly name alone, or perhaps the will of the boss. But
So what are you confused about?
the thing I'm at a loss for is who to bring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Not even necessarily stat wise.
Can you tell us
I am.
what their class is?
No.
Yeah, nah, that's spoiling the surprise. Everybody's got to have a trick up his sleeve. We can only presume. But all five were chosen. Personally,
Yeah,
I would feel guilty taking Echo or Calder away from the city because being the boss's right-hand man, still want to give the dude the benefit of the doubt. And then Calder, of course, being captain of the Gold Watch, can't just have the captain
Oh.
be taken or.
No, Calder's not.
Yeah,
Calder
Calder wasn't an
he's
option.
not.
No.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just
I would.
Echo or
It's
Jared.
Jared. It's Jared or Echo.
Yeah,
Oh, it's either.
But I
of the two.
mean,
Not
Echo.
that the
I
back's-
mean, he is the right hand. No, Echo is the samurai looker.
Yeah,
Looking
the
guy.
I know,
sweetest
but
guy.
I was wondering if the Tabaxi lady was trying to join the party too, or if they're just.
She doesn't
part of
like
the
us.
court.
She hasn't spoken at all yet.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't hurt having another spellcaster.
No, but I think her
I guess it's
that
just
she's there to like give to keep an eye on us too. So for the queen or stuff.
I think Jared. I think I'm kind of leaning towards Jared. I mean,
yeah. Jareth is.
or yeah, Jareth. Sorry, not Jared. I keep calling him Jared for some reason.
It's my fault. I said Jared. There's an H, not a. There's an H,
PH.
not an extra T.
Yeah. Though it would be nice to gaze into the abilities of Echo. It's just a personal belief. We might find out one way or another.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really know the capabilities of either, because we kind of saved Jareth from the quote-unquote Platinum Watch.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, that wasn't Snom in the carriage. That was him, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. He was the one
And-
crucified.
That's a scary thought. Now that I think about it, that wasn't even the Platinum Watch. That was somebody else entirely. Thank you for reminding me of that. Good call. Making what I would.
I'm actually gonna ask him about it. Like,
Yeah, it's gonna be Jared. Like out of character, definitely. It's gonna be Jared.
All right.
all right. First
Well-
things first, though, Jareth. Why were you in that carriage a couple days back?
Ah, yes.
How did that happen?
Well, I was actually on a scouting mission for the boss, trying to research a couple of underground hooligans known as members of the Club V. Unfortunately, while I am quite nimble, I made a mistake and they caught wind of me, and I suppose a higher up member of their organization engaged in battle with me, and it was a bit too much for me. I found myself being taken away to God knows where.
But for them to disguise themselves as Platinum Watch, isn't that a little unsafe and noteworthy?
The members themselves must work under the shadows, because if people understand that they're members of this organization, then it could be troubling for the higher ups.
Well, I guess in that case, with that prior knowledge, we would have known immediately who they were, because they were escorting them in broad daylight.
That's correct. And looking like a
If
bunch of
Zion
platinum
was-
watch.
If Zion was here, I would ask him about that cat lady that the elf turned into.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd be a lot easier to move a caravan of containing a criminal into the city than as Platinum Watch than just a bunch of random people with a random person impaled in a cage.
Yeah, that would explain it.
But fortunately, you guys came to my aid, and for that I am grateful. So I'm more than willing to help you guys out on this endeavor.
Well, what do you think, everyone?
Alright, guys, I'm okay now. I'm okay, I think.
Well, firstly,
I'm okay for
Jared,
right now.
did you get a glimpse of who attacked you?
Well, all I remember was it was this female humanoid who commanded cold like no other.
Pretty cold. Cold magics? Well, that
That
wouldn't
would have
ring a
been
bell
the
for me.
elf, but we know now that that was not true.
And I'm remembering how I hugged that individual. Well, embarrassing memories aside, I think we've made our decision, haven't we?
Yes, I believe we would like Jareth,
Yay.
to come along with us.
Zalus steps up. Very well. Echo, you're excused. I'll inform you of your new mission in a moment. You see him nod his head and then begin to make his way back into the basement.
Gotta go to the basement, Echo.
With that, you guys see Thara stand up. Well, I'm heading down too then. Later. And she begins to make her way down as well. As they leave, you see a familiar figure pass them by. That
So
would
many faces.
indeed. That would be good old Maurice.
Marie,
Maurice.
the big honky boy.
He walks up. Ah. Friends, it's been a minute. How we doing?
I'm hanging in there.
Could be better.
Yeah, could be better.
Agreed.
I assume this means Jareth and I will be joining you then.
And I?
Yes, I've decided to impart on this journey alongside you.
Oh. Would be nice to have
Extra.
your talents with us.
It would be, but aren't you sure? Wouldn't you want to care for the church, or?
Yes, well, in my leave, I've asked Calder to uptake some of the responsibilities around here, and he was more than happy to oblige. Calder speaks up. Of course, anything for a fellow paladin.
A fellow paladin.
Hell,
If you told me Maurice was a cleric, I would have believed you.
a paladin.
Yeah, so that means he's wielding a big ol' weapon.
Well, it appears as though we've had more in common.
Indeed. But,
Also, Calder, have you been able to buy a bigger desk for yourself?
he smirks. As a matter of fact, while you were gone, I scoured the streets of Omathus looking for the perfect shop that could suit my needs. And I came across one majestic figure. He wore a dark hood. All I could see was his long nose poking out. I walked up to the man and I said, "Sir, I need to know the whereabouts of the finest desk here in these walls." He looked to me and said, "That'll be 20 gold." I paid the man, and 20 gold later, I had a nice, shiny new desk. This one a lot sturdier than the last.
I thought
Well-
he was gonna swindle too.
Consider yourself fortunate. Proud for you. Proud for you.
But enough of my personal grievances. Zalus, the team is assembled. So, what did you need of us?
Kind of salty, Kyrgyz.
No, just irritated and disappointed.
Zalek speaks up.
What happened?
We'll tell you later.
Okay.
Anyway.
Anyway, I believe, since the team is assembled, Surla can take care of you from here.
We finally have a name.
Now, with that done, I should head back to the Queen. Good day, all.
Good day as well, producer.
And Zalus makes his way out. The orange-skinned lady, who Zal's referring to as Surla, speaks up. Ah, well, now that that's all taken care of, today I can do a couple things. I can learn the whereabouts of the Briar Witch. I can learn the whereabouts of the chief, or I can learn the whereabouts of someone else of your desire. I can only do one person today, so which would you like to know?
I feel like we should know about where my chief is. He'll have information.
It's true.
I'm pretty sure the witch will come to us if we go looking for her.
Yeah, and I don't want to.
That is true. She has shown that she is more than capable of tracking us down, be it with these illusions or no. Which actually makes me wonder, was she in the city at all? Trying to think back at the times that she's shown up, having her face contort, looking younger and all. Never actually touched her. Myself, specifically.
Well, she has
And
touched you plenty.
Other than, like, of course, the initial meetup. That
Bad
went
touch.
horribly,
Bad
horribly
touch.
wrong. And then you shaking her hand. What I'm trying to piece together is if, like, she can't meet us physically, and can her influence is only through the, like, the thralls that she had, or like mind freakery. So maybe it's not worth looking into her. For as far as we know, she could be just sleeping with one eye open, trying to keep an eye on us.
I'm sure she has plenty of eyes on us. Always, unfortunately.
So I guess then
We're looking to the chief.
yeah, the better bet would be looking into the chief.
Alright,
Should he be safe, we'll proceed post haste.
so who would like to glance with me? I can only have one person join me at a time.
I'd say that honor goes to Delphine.
Yeah, she would know the land better than anyone else.
Can I please? I would love that. Thank you guys.
Alright. Delphine, then, if you would join me in the center of the room for a quick ritual.
Alright.
Alright.
Tobias will just lean up against the wall, arms crossed.
So with that, they clear some space in the center of the church, and she begins to set up these blue candles that burn a red light. With that, she draws a symbol in the ground, and she sits you and herself in the center. With that, I need you both to make a wisdom check.
Oh, I could do this.
I'll roll for her. 11 plus a modifier. Okay.
Wait, that's a saving.
Yes, check.
Oh, wrong one.
Okay.
Oh no.
So with that, you guys feel this, what feels like weight come across your shoulders as you're straining and attempting to focus on this connection you have with this individual. And as you close your eyes, you feel your body begin to float up in the air, through the building, into the clouds above. And as your consciousness flows at a blinding speed toward what you know as Judad Village, you arrive in the night forest. You see, crouching in a small little dugout, a silver-skinned dragonborn male who looks beaten and bloody. He's curled up in a ball, and next to him, you see a familiar silver-skinned female dragonborn who appears to be in critical shape. She's wrapped up from head to her neck in bandages. You recognize this person as... If I could find her thing. What's her name? Hang on, let me check my notes. Yes, you recognize this figure as Nala, the daughter of the chief. But they both appear to be breathing, but they appear to be hiding somewhere.
Is she with me? Like, in the spirit world? I'm assuming that's where we're at.
The orange-skinned lady is with you. She's watching at the same angle you are. So, you can't see her, but you know she's around.
Is there a way I can get closer?
You hear her voice echo out in the space, and you guys hear them talking, by the way, in the room. We cannot get closer or approach. We can merely observe from this angle here.
Okay.
You see, a couple minutes pass as they're lying there. You see the woman begin to slowly creep up and attempt to peer over the bush. And as she does, the male quickly pulls her down as you see right over the bush, with what little vision you have, make a perception check.
Okay.
12. Okay. With a 12, you see what looks to be a very large moving force pass right by them. You hear what sounds like clattering and footsteps, numbered at least in the dozens, moving by where they lay. And as the two figures lay crouched in the bush, the male has his hand over the female's mouth, and they're just sitting there waiting. And at this point, the connection fades and you're back into your own body. The woman looks up at you Well, they're safe.
Thank you.
Well, I wouldn't say safe, but
What do you mean by that?
It's not looking good, guys. There might. It seems like there's gonna be a lot of people there, and I'm assuming they're not gonna be good.
People? Like
I'm
human?
not entirely sure. I, they look terrified. My Nala, my best friend, she's really, really injured. And Chief Simba seems okay, but he's protecting her, and they're hiding.
Hmm.
And there's a lot of noise outside of the window. I
You get a
it
clear
doesn't look
look of where
good.
they were.
Did I, DM?
unfortunately, there wasn't as clear as you wanted it to be. So
It wasn't as clear as I wanted it to be. They are definitely hidden somewhere. There
Perhaps
are
maybe he
definitely.
obscured it. Maybe your chief obscured it. Maybe he's using magic to hide himself
It could be possible.
from unwanted eyes.
It could be possible.
Surla speaks up. Well, if such magic were to take effect, it would have been a lot harder to actually lock on to his person than it was. I felt no resistance in trying to lock on. It was only a matter of finding him. So I don't think he was denying our prying, but it just felt a little odd that all the moments, now is the time he decided to make himself known.
Hmm.
That is a good point.
If we would like, we can try again, but it would exhaust most of my capabilities for the day.
Delphine, do you want to go again? Maybe try to get a clearer picture of where they are?
Yeah, I'll give it a try. Do you mind?
Not at all. We'll give it one last shot. So, both you make one more wisdom check. That's a natural one on her end, so it's up to you, Delvin.
Oh, Jesus. Wait, that's a save.
Alright,
Did I channel my abilities to her?
21. Alright. So with that, you see Surla is sweating and you see veins in her forehead begin to bulge as she's trying her hardest to maintain another connection. Right before she loses it, you aid her in finding the connection. And with both of you locked on, you once again, your consciousness flies up into the sky and moves towards your previous target. Now, what you see now is Samba. He's running. He's running very fast through the forest. And as he's running, you see behind him, chasing him, a dark armored figure with a dark green cape, wearing a menacing looking helmet with two horns that arch downwards towards his chin. This figure's wearing a dark metal mask, and where the eyes are, you just see this green light pulsing. You see this figure begin to gain on him, and as he does, you see Samba pull out this long sword that lights ablaze, and they begin to battle. Couple minutes pass of them fighting, and you see Samba hit the ground, bloodied and beaten. The figure slowly approaches and puts his foot on the chest of Samba.
Stop it.
You see him take off his mask, and as he does, you see a dark-skinned humanoid with one blinded eye and one blue eye. I don't think... No, you would. You do recognize this figure. This is the figure that Kirkus and Tobias referred to as General Nuck. You see, as he stares down at Samba, Samba looks up at him. You see him spit out blood in his face. You see, as Nuck wipes the blood off his face, he points this massive looking warhammer, which on the back of it is a depiction of a silver lion. And as he points it, you see from the lion's mouth this blue flame begins to burn out. And as he points it at him, he smirks and says, "You're lucky that my queen has other plans for you, dragon." Samba looks up at him. "Go to hell." And as he says this, Nuck smashes the hammer across his face and knocks him unconscious. And at this point, your vision once again pulls away and returns back to your body. You guys see Delphine and Surla collapse to the ground, panting and sweating.
What happened?
You know what? I think at this point we'll leave that at a cliffhanger, with Tobias saying what happened. So,
The perfect cliffhanger.
that'll do for this one. Thanks for watching, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.